Welcome to Exploring the D-Rob. Let's go. Good morning. Welcome back. Up in the red this morning. Been a while since we've been on video up here. I've been up here a few times lately, just not videoed any. Nothing special today. Gonna head down to Gray's Arch. It is third week in June. Rhododendron's starting to come into bloom, so hopefully be able to incorporate some rhododendron and a few shots of Gray's Arch. So let's go. First little bit of Gray's Arch trail coming away from Parkins, starting to turn into a mud hole. Getting a whole lot of traffic while the trail's wet, really breaking it down. As I mentioned, a lot of the trail out through here is a mud hole, which we've had a pretty wet spring. And I'll not complain about that one bit because the last few years especially, we've been super dry, so it don't hurt my feelings if it does rain every day. I know a lot of people rather it be sunny and 85, but I'll take cloudy and 70 any day of the week. I was up here earlier this week, my last visit to the red. Went out and photographed Star Gap Arch. Was hoping to catch some Rhodo in bloom around it. Found a few, but not really the comp I wanted. Here's a few shots from that day. On my last couple of visits to the red, I've been able to photograph some orchids. That's the only upside to warm weather, in my opinion, is get some of those summer flowers blooming. Today, since it's been wet and rainy over the past couple weeks, and it's rather warm and muggy, should be a good day to find some ghost pipe. So I'm hoping after Gray's Arch I can find some ghost pipe to photograph. Good sign here, some of the first rhododendron I'm coming to. Got some nice full blooms on there. A lot of trees has made their way to the ground since this time last year. This one here hit the ground over the winter. Left a nice big hole in the trail. Little workaround, but I imagine at some point they'll start falling over in the hole. There was some people leaving the arch as I was getting set up, so timing worked out just right. Here's a look down on Gray's Arch. Got the camera out. Gonna see if I can get a few shots, then we'll head down there below the arch. Wasn't sure what would get me wet first today, the foliage or the humidity. Humidity won. After coming down that second little run of stairs, we'll step around here. Just around the corner, we'll check out mid-step arch. Got this big hemlock down next to it now. That came down over the winter. Nothing directly on the arch though, so here's a look at mid-step arch. Been to Gray's Arch on video several times. We just stepped around there to mid-step arch. Some of the other videos tells about some of the other features in the area that I'm not going to go to today, so I'll be sure to leave a link to those in the description. Of the fall and winter, when there's less foliage, you can get a pretty good look up at Gray's Arch on the approach. As we get over here a little closer to the rock shelter today, this is about the best as it gets from down here. Got the camera set up, got a little fog rolling through. Let's see what I come away with. I hadn't tried that particular comp before, so hopefully the shot turned out. Let's head on up, get a closer look at the arch. In photography, the only thing worse than an all blue sky is an all white sky, which is pretty much what I've got today. So hoping these shots turn out better than I'm thinking they will. But here they are. This is probably the comp of the least sky, and just so happens to be my favorite comp. Was hoping they'd be in bloom, but got a couple little rhododendron blooms there that's just now starting. Anyway, hopefully they'll turn out as decent foreground interest. Here's a look at the backside of Gray's Arch. Got some people coming up. Here's one last look at Gray's Arch. I mentioned photographing some summer orchids earlier. Here's some more. This is downy rattlesnake plantain. Definitely more humid today than it was when I was up here Monday. Should have brought some dry pants to go with the dry shirt I have, because pretty sure my pants are already wet with sweat now too. I went ahead and put the macro on before leaving Gray's Arch. I'm gonna head down rough trail here a little ways, see what all we can find growing. This little section of rock, as you head down from the intersection of the Gray's Arch Trail. One of my favorite in the gorge. A whole lot of geology here. Now that we are getting into the summer months, I guess I should mention that it is getting into snake season as well. They like the warm weather. They'll be out stirring a lot more now that it's warmer. There is a few venomous snakes in the gorge. Copperheads is the most common, and from time to time a rattlesnake shows up. So this time of year, just keep an eye on the ground. I mentioned snakes. I guess I should also mention bees, and particularly yellow jackets. You'll start seeing them show up pretty soon. So if you see bees flying in and out of a hole near the base of a tree or in the ground, best to go ahead and get away from that as fast as you can. That's more than likely a yellow jacket's nest. A really nice section of ferns here. Just starting to wonder if we was gonna see him today or not. There's my little friend. Well, I hadn't even seen this little guy, and he popped up and decided to pose in the moss for me. So, whoop, just fell off the tree. Well, this little spot paid off. Got a few shots of, I'm pretty sure that's hen of the woods, an edible mushroom. All these are looking a little past their prime. But that may have been what my little orange friends was doing, was here eating some mushrooms. Got to see two of those. So this little spot here paid off. Now let's head back up the trail here just a little bit. And I believe I can see some ghost pipe up there and under those rhodo. Well, I actually stumbled across some more before I made it over there to where I was going. First patch of ghost pipe I'd actually seen when I started this way. Probably the nicest little cluster. Looks like 7 there. Got a few shots. Gonna pack the camera up now and head on out of here. Got some other stuff I gotta do today. And after I leave here, probably swing by Toad's for lunch on the way home. Let's go. By far the worst part of the hike. The good news is they have replaced the damaged boards, so 3 new boards up through there. Unfortunately, there's just as many steps as there was before. Ugh. Stairs. Got one of the 17-year cicadas building his new home here. Decided to stop and get a few more pics of rhodo in bloom. These here's got some water droplets in the blooms. Looks really nice. Gonna go ahead and pack the camera up. I'll sign off the video with the truck. That's where I'll see you at next. Made it back to parking. It's gonna wrap up today's adventure. Rhodo in the red. It's early in June. Rhodo just coming into bloom. Was hoping to get a few for foreground interest there at Gray's Arch, but it didn't work out for me. A little bit early. It's the same way with Star Gap the other day. So anyway, if any of those shots turned out any good, you've probably already seen them. If you enjoyed today's adventure, if you would, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Helps out the channel. If you haven't already while you're here, consider subscribing. Hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.